For the upcoming tax season, all federal income tax bracket levels are being pushed up as a response to high inflation, so Americans will also see standard deductions increase. Both changes mean many Americans are getting higher returns than they did before. Basil John reports on what you might see going into tax season.
With inflation rising, the IRS is making changes that could save taxpayers money next year.
They're huge tax bracket increases, and that was what was absolutely necessary because, as we all know, inflation is absolutely out of control.
National Taxpayers Union Executive Vice President Brandon Arnold says the IRS is pushing up 2023 tax brackets by about 7%.
So this isn't a tax cut on its own, but it will prevent people from paying higher taxes.
The standard deduction, the portion of your income not subject to tax, is also going up.
The standard deduction is increasing by about $900 for single filers, $1,800 for married filers.
Alex Durante with Tax Foundation says these increases help avoid the so-called bracket creep Americans experienced in the 70s.
The taxpayers were actually being pushed in the higher brackets, even though their real incomes hadn't risen, and this was happening due to inflation.
Both Arnold and Durante welcome the updates, but say there are other amounts that also need to be changed.
Unlike a lot of provisions in the tax code, the child tax credit is not indexed for inflation, so it is stuck at the same level that it was in 2022.
I would certainly, push, for indexing as much of the tax code as we possibly can.
Taxpayers will see the full effect of these changes when they file their taxes in 2024. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.